What's up, you guys? Happy Thursday, Autumn here. Hope everybody's having a good day. I am actually at the mall waiting for some shops to open. I got some last minute shopping to do before I leave for the UK. Yay, so I apologize that there's music playing in the background. Hopefully it's not too loud and you can hear me. I'll try to speak up a little bit just to make sure that you guys can hear me over this music that is playing. But wanted to take a minute while I'm sitting here to come live and talk to you guys about some other questions that I see coming up. I'm trying not to answer like 50 different questions in a live video because I don't want you to have to watch like a 40-minute live video to get answers, right? So right now, let's talk. I saw a lot of questions coming up about the maintenance plan, and then I want to talk to you guys about the food lists. So let me start with the food lists actually and just say this, that there's always bumps and bruises when you launch a new program, especially one of this magnitude. 80 days, huge thing, different components to the program, and somewhere along the way, some things got mixed up, so the food lists aren't exactly perfect right now. They're getting fixed. The team is actually working on them right now. I have a call with them in just a little bit. But basically, the food lists should be the same as the food lists from 21 Day Fix Extreme. Obviously, you're a member of Beachbody On Demand, so you can always look at the food lists from 21 Day Fix Extreme. There will be a few things added in, like turkey bacon isn't on the 21 Day Fix Extreme food list, but it will be added into the 80 Day Obsession food list. But things like whole wheat crackers are not on the typical food list, and I know they gave that as a sample in the meal plan. In the sample meal plans in 80 Day Obsession. So there's some tweaks that are being made, and like I said, I apologize that some things get overlooked, but when we're trying to launch something this big and there's as many documents as there are, things get lost in translation sometimes, and that is the beauty of this group as well. That's part of a test group, right? You guys give us your feedback, and so by you guys saying, hey, I'm looking at this and this doesn't match, it's helping me catch some little errors that we have. So just be patient with me. Know that a few things are being updated, and hopefully will be updated in the next 24 hours. And as soon as I do know that they're updated, I'll come on live to you guys. I'll tell you what's been updated and what exactly to look at so that you are so that you're prepared, right? So going into the weekend for food preparation and all that stuff. Okay, so that being said, let's talk about maintenance really quick. A lot of people are wondering about maintenance. So yes, there is a maintenance formula, and it's in small print. So if you're looking at the formula from your phone, turn your phone horizontal. It'll make the screen bigger. But also, again, you should be printing these materials out. So if you look at the formula, you do your current weight times 11, that number plus 600. If you're in maintenance, you stop there with the formula. You don't subtract the 750. That's all the maintenance is. And for people who are breastfeeding, they use that portion of the formula. Your weight times 11 plus 600. That's your maintenance formula. So that is for anybody who's looking to maintain, build a little bit of lean muscle without gaining a bunch of weight, that sort of thing. But here's something I'm going to talk to you guys about, and I'm going to talk to you guys about more in detail when we get into the program. You might be shocked to find out that you want to lose weight and you need to eat in maintenance with this program to do it instead of weight loss. Everybody's body is different, and everybody's body responds differently to this type of intensity of training and this type of weight training. And there were a lot of people in my original test group who, after the original first month, had to bump up to maintenance and then started losing more weight. Now, that being said, once you do your formula for phase 1, for month 1, if you start losing weight, which you're going to start doing, you don't go change your formula midway through the month, okay? A lot of people are asking that, like, oh, what if I lose 5 pounds in the first week? Do I drop to a different bracket? No. You stay in whatever bracket you start in for the first phase, okay? Because you don't need to bounce all over the place. Your body needs time to adapt. Those calories are going to be there to fuel you. It's okay, right? You don't change your formula every single week, and you don't get on the scale every single week, for that matter. You guys know I preach not getting on the scale all the time. It messes with your head. The scale is such a small The scale is such a small component of what is actually happening in your body with these workouts. That's why photos are important. That's why measurements are important. That's why paying attention to your strength gains are important as well. Because there will be weeks, right? This is a 13-week program. You're not going to lose weight every single week, meaning you're not going to see the number on the scale drop every single week. And if you're the person that obsesses about the scale, you're going to get discouraged by that. So pay attention to other things, okay? So yes, you stay in whatever bracket you start in for the first month, unless, here's the one exception, unless after the first 2 weeks, and you have to wait till at least the first 2 weeks, if you find that you're starving, you're super irritable, you can't focus, you're getting headaches, that's an indication that you need more fuel, okay? So if that happens, then you need to adjust. So let's say you're eating in the weight loss formula and it puts you in plan A, and you're doing the workouts, and after 2 weeks you're like, man, this is just not cutting it. I'm always hungry. I'm always irritable. I don't have energy. I have headaches, blah, blah, blah. Then instead of being in the weight loss formula, you calculate your maintenance formula. Now here's where people get caught up. Okay, bear with me. So the difference between your weight loss and your maintenance, okay, you might jump 2 brackets from weight loss to maintenance. So a lot of people will be an A for weight loss and C for maintenance, and it freaks them out. The reason for that is that it depends on where you fall in bracket A. If you fall at the very top of bracket A, then yeah, when you recalculate to your maintenance level, you're going to end up in bracket C. If you fall at the bottom of bracket A, when you recalculate, you'll probably only end up in bracket B. Okay, so it's okay, but wherever you end up in your maintenance when you calculate it is where you are supposed to be. Now, if you're the person that panics and thinks that you should eat less to lose more weight, well, one, you're wrong. That's not entirely accurate, especially not with this program, and it would take a very long video to go into the science of that. But if you're the person that goes, oh my God, my weight loss is A and my maintenance is C, and that scares the hell out of me, okay? You can do steps. You can step your way up to your maintenance level. So let's say you're eating in bracket A for the first 2 weeks. You got all those symptoms going on, crabby, starving, not sleeping well, headaches, like can't focus, all those things. And then you recalculate and you say, okay, well, I am supposed to move up to bracket C. You can move up to bracket B first, right? Because that's your in-between. It's still your weight loss. It's just not as big of a weight loss number or as big of a deficit as it would be as if you were in A. So you can step your way up to your maintenance level. You can go, okay, I'm eating in A. It's not working for me. I'm super hungry all the time because these workouts are crazy and my metabolism is revving up. My maintenance is C. I'm going to go up to B for 2 weeks, see how I feel. If I'm still crabby, if I'm still hungry, if I'm still foggy, then I'm going to go up to my maintenance bracket C, and I'm going to just trust Autumn. Guys, I eat in bracket C. I've eaten bracket C for years. Tiny, 5'3" 3/4", I weigh 110 pounds, okay? So, like, you can't be afraid of food, especially when it's good food that's good for your body. And you can look at other people's results. Joan Woodley is somebody who was in the original test group, and she was losing weight, but not as fast as she felt in her weight loss bracket. Bumped her up to maintenance, and the weight flew right off. Becky Brissett, another Beachbody coach in the original test group, you would look at her and think she had no weight to lose when she started the program, 6-pack already, looking good, okay? She was eating in bracket A, and I finally convinced her with all the muscle she has on her body to move up to bracket C, and when she did, she lost 4 pounds, which means she lost 4 pounds of fat and put on and like had lean muscle. That's pretty amazing for somebody who doesn't even look like they have weight to lose. So I will need you guys to trust me as we go through this process that if you're in your weight loss bracket and the weight isn't coming off and you are always hungry and you are always irritable, that you will need to move up, and that's just a part of the process, and that this notion that you have to eat less to lose weight is not always accurate. In fact, when you're working out this hard, it's exactly what could hinder you. If you're not eating enough and you are working out this hard, your body will hold on to everything you give it so that it can go through the recovery process, okay? So be aware of that. So is there a place in the eating guide that tells how to differentiate between a weight loss and maintenance calculation? Yes, I said that at the beginning of the video. This is why I tell you guys to print things out, because when you're looking at that formula on your phone, it's really small, but it's right there. It's in the formula. It says do your body weight times 11, and you get that number. And then you have that number plus 600. And then it says in parentheses below that, if you're doing maintenance, if your goal is to maintain your weight, building muscle, stop here. If you're looking to lose weight and you want to do the weight loss formula, continue on, and that's where you subtract 750. So don't browse over, don't graze over what the document says. Read the whole dang thing, because it's in there, okay? So that covers maintenance. I talked to you guys about the fact that the food lists are getting updated a little bit. One last thing I'm going to cover in this live video is I'm getting a lot of questions from people who teach other fitness classes and that sort of thing and what they should do. If you're teaching more than 3 hours a week, you should be eating in maintenance. You're going to need it, right? Because between these hour-long workouts plus 3 more hours a week of working out plus just daily life, you're going to need the fuel. So if you're teaching 3 hours or more a week, I would say to start in maintenance. That's just my recommendation, okay? The other thing I would say, let me say this, is that your workout block always stays with your 80-day obsession workout. So a lot of people are like, well, where do I put the workout block? With 80-day obsession or with my group class? No, it always stays with your 80-day obsession workout. And then the other thing I'll say for group fitness instructors is a lot of people are like, oh, what do I do? What if I don't have the energy? Do I skip my 80-day obsession workout on the days I teach classes? No, you're a fitness instructor. You don't have to go full out in your class. I know you like to. I know that feels really good to your class too, but it's actually a chance for you as an instructor to up your game as an instructor and demo the move, do a few reps, but don't go full out. Walk around, talk to your class, check their form, motivate them, right? Like, it's definitely a harder thing to do if you're working out full force with them. So if I was teaching 5 or 6 classes a week, or 5 or 2 a day or whatever, plus doing my original workout, I probably wouldn't be going full out in every single workout I taught. So that is my recommendation for that. Okay. I'm just going to check and see and make sure I didn't confuse anybody. Oh, this is the one other thing. I'm getting messages from you guys going, I'm borderline plan A and B. Which one do I fall in? And I laugh because I don't really know what that means. You're not borderline. You're either in A or you're in B. I don't care if you fall like 1 calorie into plan B. You're in plan B. That's where you fall. Or if you fall 1 calorie, into A, to the top A, that's where you fall. So start there and see how you feel, okay? There is no I'm on the border, like, I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, oh, I'm 20 calories away from this. Do I go up or do I go down? You go in whatever bracket it puts you in. That's where you go. And in regards to all this too, and the food and stuff, a few other people have commented, oh, I recognize it's more food in this program than I eat in 21 Day Fix. And I talked about this yesterday. Yeah, it is. It's a different program. The workouts are completely different. They're designed to be different. They're longer. They're harder. You need more fuel. So you can't, what I want you guys to do and what I'm trying to teach you guys, and it's a big goal for me for this year, is to change the way you look at your fitness and to change the way you look at your nutrition, right? And to stop taking a theory from over here or a program from over here and trying to implement what you did over here with this new program, right? So you guys are trying to take what you did with 21 Day Fix and put it on 80-day obsession, and you can't. They're 2 different programs. Yeah, they both use the container system, but they're still different. If they weren't, I wouldn't have spent the time and the year writing a new nutrition program for you. They're different. They follow along the same principles, which is portion control, clean foods, that sort of thing. But the nutrition plans are different, and even like the food lists are different, that sort of thing. So that's a big thing, because I see people, giving me questions like, oh, well, what if I work out at night? I'm not supposed to eat. I know you're not supposed to eat after 8 p.m. That was like a thing Oprah said like years ago. I don't eat after 8 p.m. And people have latched onto it and are like, well, you can't eat after 8 p.m. And that's not always the case. If you work out late at night, then you need to eat after your workout so that you give your body the fuel it needs to recover. So I want you guys to stop trying to take all these things that you read in fitness magazines and you see online and trying to implement them all on this program, right? Do this program the way it's written. It's written with science. It's written to work. Follow this program. Use this nutrition to go with these workouts, okay? And when you move on to the next program, whether it's another one of mine or somebody else's in the catalog, you follow that workout and that program's nutrition. And you can always use the containers. That's why we have Portion Fix. Like, you can always use the containers. But the plans come with nutrition guides for a reason. It's to make sure you're fueling your body properly for that particular workout program that you're doing. So I just want you guys to be aware of that, okay? Yeah. Jackie, if you're always hungry, I'm looking at her comment, then you shouldn't be eating in that bracket. If you're eating an A and you're always hungry, you need to bump up to maintenance. You guys, this is also where people get caught up on, or where they don't end up sticking to their fitness and nutrition goals, okay? Because you get stuck in this mindset of, I have to eat less in order to lose weight, okay? And it's miserable to be hungry all the time and to be crabby all the time and to not be focused all the time. And what do you do when you're just starving at a certain point? You go binge because you're like, screw it, I'm hungry. This is not a good feeling. So don't be afraid to bump up a bracket. Look, I'm going to be completely honest. The science is great, but it's not perfect. And a lot of people fall into plan A that probably really shouldn't be eating in plan A. I'm one of them. If I followed and did like a weight loss, or even, well, my maintenance puts me at the very top of B. But I know myself, and I know that I'm trying to keep muscle on my body, so I have to eat in C. I have to eat in a little bit of a surplus for myself to keep muscle mass on me. Otherwise, I get really skinny. But so many people are like, oh, I have to eat in A. Like, they're like, oh, I fall in plan C, but I'm going to eat in plan A because that'll help me lose weight more. Not realizing just how much you're hindering your results because you're not giving your body enough fuel. So don't be afraid of it. If you're always hungry, you need to put more fuel in your body. You need to put the right fuel in your body, but you need to put more fuel in your body. And you'll probably be shocked, one, because you're going to feel good, you're going to be happier, you're going to be more pleasant to be around, but you'll probably be shocked at the fact that weight will actually start falling off of you. So I hope this helps. Keep posting your questions, you guys. I'm checking in all the time. I'm going to be checking in all day today until about 5:30 Pacific Standard Time. Then I take off for the UK. When I have internet in the air, I'm going to be checking in on you guys, but there will be a portion of time, obviously, where I'm flying over the ocean, and most of you guys will be asleep anyways. And, you know, we're going to be a little bit on opposite sides of the clock for this next week, but I'm going to be checking in on you guys. I promise I'm here for you. The nutritionists are also here for you, and so you guys are doing great. Just keep posting those questions and I'll keep coming live and helping in any way I can. Have a great day. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.